Welcome to this ValueMed product demonstration for the EasyLife GCU Plus 3-in-1 blood monitoring system and meter. The pack is intended for self-testing and, as the abbreviation suggests, gives you the ability to easily test a capillary or finger prick blood sample at home for glucose levels, cholesterol total levels and uric acid. In a minute we're going to show you the pack contents, and then in part 2 we will work through setting up the meter with the time and date, and then we will move on to a demonstration of how to run your first test, and in the final part of this video we will discuss accuracy, interpretation of your results and how to access the memory for your future reference of your testing results over a period of time. Now, inside the box when you open it will be 3 instruction leaflets, one for the auto lancing device, one that covers a quick reference guide or quick starter guide for getting going with your meter, and a more in-depth EasyLife GCU Plus user manual which covers a lot more information. And inside the actual pack, this zip storage case, you will have an EasyLife auto lancing device, sufficient lancets to perform all the test strips which are provided in the starter pack. You also have 3 test strip starter packs, all EasyLife Plus branded, 2 cholesterol test strips, 10 uric acid 10 strips and 10 blood glucose test strips. And also you will have your handheld EasyLife GCU Plus meter. This is the actual digital meter. The port for the battery is on the rear here. So in the next step what we will do is show you how to insert the battery, power up the meter and set the time and date. In this section we're going to show you how to insert the battery and set the time and date on the EasyLife GCU. The meter is supplied with a CR2032 battery. Insert it with the flat side upwards into the base of the unit. It should click in and the meter will give an audible beep. It will then start flashing the year. To select the correct year, use the S button until the correct year is shown in the display, 2025. When you're happy with the correct year, press the M button. It will then move to selecting the month, which we are selecting there for 1 for January. Press M and it will take you to the date or day. So if we select, I'm making this on the 8th, and when you're happy with the date, press the M. This will then take you to the hour or time. You'll see that this is displaying AM, so this is in 12-hour mode. There'll be AM and PM. I'm making this at 9:15, so I'm going to select 9 and then the minute, work it round to 15, and there I have completed both the date in terms of year, month, day, time down to the minute. Press M again and it will start flashing 2025. At this stage do nothing with the meter, press no more buttons, just leave it for 30 seconds and it will default and retain, switching itself off. There we go, both the time, date and time. Now when you're ready to perform your first test, select the test strip that you are going to perform. I'm going to run a cholesterol test because this requires the best volume of blood to trigger the device. Packed inside the vial of test strips you will find a code chip device. Now this must, for the first test, be placed in the port on the rear of the meter. Nothing will happen when you place that code chip in, but what I'm then going to do is remove one of the test strips from the pack, and for now just place it on the top of the test strip vial, ready to place into the meter. By inserting the test strip into the port on the top of the meter, and the meter port is just here at the front of the meter, you will turn the device on and it will demonstrate and show the code chip. Now the code chip that you've inserted must match the code chip number on the test strips being used. The next thing to do is to prepare your auto lancing device. Just remove the cap from the auto lancing device, take one of your single-use sterile tip lancets and place it into the barrel of the auto lancing device, and then twist the cap to remove the plastic cap. Retain the cap because you'll use that later to sheath the used lancet, and then replace the cover onto the lancing device. Now, in this little window you will see a number displayed from 1 to 6. Sorry, just let me get the end. You can just see that going down. 1 is the most shallow lance, 6 is the deepest lance. Now, we're going to suggest that if you're a new user, you start lancing on depth 6 until you get the hang of lancing and master the technique for getting good blood samples. And then to prime the lancing device, you just pull down on the end. You'll hear it click. You can practice just by releasing the trigger. You hear that go, and reset the spring which is loaded into it. You can do that as many times as you like, just so you're familiar with it. But once it's loaded, that is then ready to do your finger lance. Now, the other important thing we recommend that you do is to wash your hands thoroughly in really warm, soapy water to both clean the hands, but also increase the perfusion and capillary blood in the fingertips. Now, if you can do this a couple of minutes before doing the 2 procedures we've shown you already, it will allow the hands to dry thoroughly because you don't want any retained moisture on the skin. This is an alternative technique to cleansing the skin. In clinics and GP surgeries, they will use little sterile pads with isopropyl alcohol on them. Now, this is just a convenient technique because they haven't got the time or usually facilities for patients to wash their hands and allow them to dry thoroughly. If you want to use one of the sterilizing hand solutions that's available post-COVID, that's an alternative for you to use at home, but far better to use warm, soapy water because the benefit of that is to increase the perfusion to the fingers. We also recommend you have a little pad or piece of tissue paper, as I've got here, just to put on your finger once you've done the blood sampling. Now, when you're ready to do the blood sampling, just before you are going to do the finger lance, take the test strip and place it into the port on the front of the meter. You'll see the meter powering up here. Let me make sure you can get the display there. And you can see that little drop device there indicating this test strip is ready to take the blood. The blood has to be presented to the side of the test strip. You see that little white port across the test strip? These differ from the uric acid and glucose test strips in that the port for the blood is on the side of the test strip. Now, when I'm ready to do my lance, what I'm going to do is just brace my finger. I'm going to use my middle finger, place the lancing device firmly against the side of the finger and trigger the device. You'll see I've now got a droplet of blood forming on that finger. Wipe away the first droplet that forms and allow the second droplet to form naturally. Now, this is ideally formed by having you standing up with the finger below the heart level. That will increase the amount of blood that you form. When a good natural droplet has formed, as I've got there, take the meter and present it to the side of the test strip. You'll see it being absorbed sideways into the test strip across that white band, and when sufficient blood has been absorbed, a countdown will start, as you will see here. Place the meter on a flat surface. You've now sufficiently added blood to the test strip, and you now just wait for the countdown, and your cholesterol will be displayed on the meter LCD. So I'm just going to leave that to run. We'll just show you the countdown. Down to 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. Got about 30 seconds in total for the analysis to be performed and the cholesterol to be estimated. And it should start showing me that now. There we go. Now, the results are demonstrated here in milligrams per deciliter. This meter does have the function for you to change it into millimoles per litre or milligrams per deciliter. The default setting when most of the meters come out of the box is milligrams per deciliter. So that is a reading of my total cholesterol Time and dates will be recorded in the memory, and that result will be retained for me to access later. Accessing the recorded memories of results on your GCU Plus meter couldn't be simpler. Simply press the M button on the front. It will show the number of the test and the results with time and date. Subsequent, if you've got more than one reading in the memory, just simply press the S button and it will toggle between the two. If you wish to change between the two reading ranges, i.e. milligrams per deciliter and millimoles per litre, open the battery port, and located just in this little port here is a toggle switch. I'm using a pen just to switch it from the right hand position to the left hand position. By doing so, I've now switched this meter to display in millimoles per litre. All the results retained in the memory will be switched between your selected display range. A complete range of refill test strips are available from a variety of sellers, including the ValueMed website. Blood glucose test strip refills are available in 25 and 50 strip packs, blood uric acid in 25, and blood cholesterol test strips in 10 test strip packs. All are available and come with their specific code chip, which should be inserted into the meter when the first test strip out of a new batch is used. The EasyLife GCU Plus monitor system has been specifically designed for home or self-testing, and manufacturer's expectation is that it will achieve within plus or minus 15% of laboratory or hospital test results. Key to obtaining this level of accuracy is mastering an accurate and reliable blood lancing technique. Please follow the recommended procedure we have run through in the demonstration video that you've just watched. If you do so, you should be able to achieve a good set of accurate results, but please bear in mind that all of these parameters are various and physiologically varying levels in blood, and they do alter throughout the course of a day. So samples done at half-hourly or even hourly intervals, you would normally expect some variation in the levels of both cholesterol, glucose and uric acid, depending on body function. Thanks for watching.